So hello guys, hope you're all keeping safe, keeping well during this weird time. You might wonder what's going on here, but I'm just gonna let you know I'm still about. Obviously I can't get out on the bike and stuff, and not even to go to the shops. I did go out one time just over a week ago, and mate of mine picked a few things up for me through a shop, but he lives a few miles or so away. So I quickly just popped down to his, left all my gear on. He popped down, gave me the stuff, I slung them in my bag, had a little bit of a chat, and he was standing a couple of metres away, and then off I went back home again. But here we are, almost a month into this lockdown now. But I was just going to say, I'm still about, hope you're all okay, which I have done on it. And you may wonder why this is on the paddock stand like this with the axle stand there. And that, don't worry about that, I was just cleaning some dirt off that wheel, and there's some on the tyre and stuff, but I just wanted to get off because I weren't sure whether it was going to affect the tyre and stuff like that, so yeah, that's why that's there. But some of you know through my videos, or would have known, you may not remember, but I've talked about refurbishing my Swingarm before, because this bike has never been fitted a hugger, not from new or by anyone else who's owned it, so I don't know if you'll better see in here because it's quite a bright day and it's darkish in there, but it's quite pitted and corroded where obviously the tyre kicks up a lot of dirt and stones as you ride, and the hugger doesn't protect it because it hasn't got one obviously. So I did want to take it off, give it a good old strip down and respray it, which would mean it'd have to be black. I'd have to re-buy the stickers and stuff to put them on. But to get it off is a pain because obviously with bikes you have paddock stands to hold them up in the air. I didn't think that was on properly then, but that's okay. And the reason it's in this spot is that's where I lock it up, and I want to make sure I can keep it locked up even if I have it like this. But it's a pain in the ass taking it off. Obviously I won't be able to hold it up like that, hence the axle stand. I only brought this one down just to sort of test the height of it. While it's on the paddock stand, it's pretty good actually. Just putting it out on the second hole, you can see it's only a little bit above it, so as I brought this down that would sit on it. But obviously with your pegs, they lift up, don't they? But I know this little trick I've heard someone talk about before. I've never seen anyone do it, but apparently you can fit these upside down. So obviously when you push down on this, it's not going anywhere. And if you fit them upside down, obviously they'll go like this the opposite way and hold solid like this upwards, so you could theoretically just lay them down on the axle stand. So I may do that. I'm not going to do it today or anything. I'm just thinking about it. We're going to get some nice weather now. We're not going to be allowed out properly for a long time, and I'm hoping I won't need to take all this off to get to the pivot arm of the swing arm, or whatever it's called, basically the axle for that side. Well, I'm pointing at the rear axle. I think it's behind this, so I think I'll just have to undo this, and hopefully this panel will come off without taking the rear set off, or whatever you'd call that, because that's got obviously the front and the back pegs on. I may even replace the pegs, because obviously when I dropped it recently here, that did mess the other side up a little bit, and that's why I've unscrewed the bit off the bottom there, so it look a bit more uniform. Not that it really matters, because the other one was snapped off. But I was just wondering whether you'd like to see a video of me doing that, painting it and stuff. I don't think I'd really be able to find a way to film it. I don't think I'd want to paint it in outside, because too much crap being blown about, especially when it's nice and you got all sorts of dust and bugs and everything. I might have to just build some sort of box thing that I can put it into and hang it from, and just put my arms through and spray it or whatever. I don't know. I'd figure something out for that, or I could send it off for powder coat, but I don't know how much that would cost. It might be cheaper for me just to spray it with some tough paint, which would mean that it'd be black as well, which would make the bike look a little bit different, because obviously these parts of the frame will still be this, what I call goldy colour, because I don't think it's proper gold colour. In some lights it kind of do, but then you look at something else gold and it doesn't look quite gold to me. But there is a possibility, if we're in lockdown long enough, that I could strip the bike down and cover the engine stuff with stuff underneath the frame and everything, give the frame a paint and make that black as well. Maybe. Not a definite. If it was done properly, I'd have to really strip the whole bike down to bare bones. A mate of mine recently done that with a CBR, which is pretty mad, and he's now had the frame powder coated in that, I think they call it fluoro colour, don't they, what they have on the M207 wheels and stuff, which he has actually got, if he's still got it. But he's got the M207, you'll have seen that in some of my videos riding with the groups. But that's going to look pretty mad when it's all fully put together. He's put it back together a fair bit now, but yeah, I would love to do that. If I had a garage, I'd definitely think about doing that more, but that's like equipment to get it all done properly, you know, because I couldn't take both wheels off and sit it on just axle stands. That wouldn't work with it, you know. So I don't know what I would do to strip a bike down fully, because I haven't got the equipment all placed to keep the bigger parts, especially like the engine and the frame and that, you know. Smaller parts I can carry upstairs and put in the spare room, but yeah. Well, I think I've gone on a bit of a ramble again, as I do, as you know. Maybe we should give it a start up, because it hasn't been started for a little while, and I'll let it warm up. I probably won't make you wait for that, or even cut back to that, but let me know what you think in the comment section. Would you like to see me pulling it apart a bit, maybe even pulling all the fairings off and stuff, giving it a bit of a deep clean, taking all the back end off and all the plastics out, the battery, everything, and just clean everything up so it's nice and clean for when we can go out again? Would be interesting to just strip it as much as I could and do that, but let's give it a start up and annoy the neighbours while it's a nice day and everyone's out in their gardens. Right, started it for a while. Right. It might sound good as well, as long as the audio is going, because I'm not actually recording through the GoPro, I'm recording through still the mic in my helmet, but on my old phone. Just stepping away a little bit. Hopefully you can hear me okay now while I just finish off. So thanks for watching, don't forget to give it a like, helps me out loads. Comment, even if it's just to say hello, because that helps me out loads as well. I know a lot of you watch and don't comment, but if you can think of something or leave, just say hello or say that would be pretty cool. Please do it, helps me out a bit. And hopefully we'll be able to get out of this lockdown fairly soon, and then we'll get out on our bikes and enjoy life again. So be safe, and I'll see you soon.